Sputnik 4 is orbital. Orbital entry is established. Russian orbital entry is established.
Jim Webb. Yes, Mr. President. We certainly are, sir. It looks like they've achieved at least one orbit, maybe two.
In October 1957, the Soviet Union stunned the world. A small satellite, Sputnik, circled the Earth, its signal echoing like a taunt. The Soviets had beaten America into space. The United States felt the sting of embarrassment. Newspapers screamed of the Sputnik shock. Schools scrambled to teach more math and science. The question hung in the air. Had democracy fallen behind communism in the race for the future? In 1961, President John F. Kennedy answered with a challenge. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things not because they are easy but because they are hard. The space race was on. America would not be second. But before we go further, let's take a step back. Let's look deeper at the America of the 1960s, because the rockets and speeches were only half the story.
Your Uncle Bob, it doesn't matter. Get us up there, Harrison. We can't justify a space program that doesn't put anything in space.
The 1960s were a time of contradiction in America. On one hand, the nation was looking to the heavens. The Soviet Union had shocked the world by sending the first satellite, Sputnik, into orbit. Suddenly, the United States was playing catch-up in a new arena, the space race. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy stood before the world and declared, "We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard, because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills." Those words lit a fire under NASA. The mission was clear. America would lead in space. Rockets would launch, astronauts would soar, and history would be made. But here on Earth, history told a different story. The 1960s were also the height of segregation. In the South, Jim Crow laws dictated every part of daily life. Black citizens were told where they could eat, where they could sit, even which bathroom they could use. Separate but equal was the law of the land, but the reality was anything but equal. The civil rights movement rose in response. Rosa Parks had already refused to give up her seat on a Montgomery bus. The Little Rock Nine had walked into a white high school under military escort. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke of a dream where children would be judged by the content of their character, not the color of their skin.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today